Hello everyone, it is so nice to see you. It's not that I can see you, you know, it's been such a long time since I got here, and today I have, I'm making one of Jay Morrell's recipes. If you don't know who she is, I will be putting the link down to her YouTube channel and to her blog in the description box below. So I wanted to make some freezer meals, and I don't have a lot of experience with freezer meals, so I'm going to be using one of her recipes for that, and I'm tweaking it a little bit, of course, because for my family, depending on what we like. You'll probably see this video after I post my bagels video, and I will also be putting the link for that down in the description box below. So what I'm going to be making is taco bake casserole, and this is something new for me. I've never made this before, so we're gonna see how that's gonna turn out. I'm gonna make one for tonight and one for the freezer, and yeah, let you know how that turns out.
Baby
and
is little.
Show you what I'm doing different also.
Baby's little.
Okay, so before I start, I have 10 pounds of ground beef that I got from Walmart, and I'm going to separate them into 1 pound Ziploc bags and store them in the freezer that way. And I'm going to take 2 pounds and brown them for the taco bake. So let's do that. Here 8 pounds of ground beef, and as you saw, what I was doing is I was pressing the air out and then pressing them down so that I can stack them like this. I could also put them up like that in the freezer as like little sheets, and whenever I need anything, I need to make anything, I just grab a bag, put it in the microwave, thaw it, and of course I take the plastic out and I put it on a plate, thaw it, and then use it for whatever I need. Or you can leave it in your fridge the night before or the day before to let it thaw, and then use it as needed. So now I'm going to move on to make my taco bake. So we're going to chop 2 peppers and 2 bell peppers and 2 onions. Does not say to add minced garlic, but I like to add minced garlic in my tacos, and so I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, and then we're going to brown all this. Put it on high, and I gotta mix everything together. So okay.
Oh, can I hold the camera?
Nope, I don't want you to.
Okay.
It's perfect where it is. Uh-oh.
If you need me to hold it, I'd be happy to. Because remember when you let me be your camera person?
Yeah, but right now I don't want you to.
Okay.
So I'm mixing it all in before the meat starts to brown. This kind of helps the meat to break up a little bit before it starts getting clumped up, because the onions and all these things will separate the meat from each other, the meat particles, and therefore helping with the browning process. And they'll all get cooked evenly on top of that. They'll get cooked with the whatchamacallem, with the drippings of the beef. I thought this pan was going to be enough. I think I'm going to have to switch to a different one after I cook this, because I have to mix also some corn and I also have to add, what else? I need to add corn, diced tomatoes, and black beans. And those are things that I usually put in our tacos. Corn, not always, it's rare when I do. But. And she suggested to use brown rice. I'm not using brown rice, and I'm not going to mix it with all this. She mixes it in with all of the ground beef mixture. I'm going to layer it a little bit differently. I'm going to put layers of rice and then this taco mixture. You'll see what I'll do. And my family does not like brown rice, so I'm not going to use that. I'm probably the only person that likes the brown rice, and I don't like it that much either. Oh, keep dropping casualties. So, what my family likes is jasmine rice. We all love that. I know I can get brown jasmine rice, but I want my family to eat it. So. Now, if at the end I have a lot of extra fat, I can always drain that out, but this way I don't have to add any extra oil, and all the onions and the pepper get cooked with the meat, with the fat. And the garlic too, forgot about that. Now I normally add all of my taco additives while I'm cooking everything. Like after I brown the beef, I add all the other stuff. Like the tomatoes and the beans and all that. This pan is not enough for that, so I will be switching to a pot after I brown the beef, and I'll put it back on the heat and do that. She did not add them on the stove. She added them after she took the... She adds them after she takes the... Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember my words. Yeah, she adds them after she takes the ground beef off the heat. Well, all this stuff off the heat. I feel like when they get cooked together, the flavors mingle and adds a little more to the dish, you know what I mean. And I like to constantly keep stirring it because it's a lot easier to break the beef while it's not fully cooked, to break it up into small pieces. Some people like to break it up after it browns completely. I'm personally not a big fan of that. I prefer to sit right here and just constantly keep poking at it until it's browned. Then I can leave it alone. Okay, so the brown beef is all broken up and it's not going to clump again. So at this point, I'll just leave it to absorb some of the liquid, and then I drain the fat at the end after everything gets cooked. So I'm going to leave it on the stove for about 5 minutes or so until the peppers are cooked and the onions, and then I'll get back to you. So the way how she says to layer the pans is to spread first a layer of taco shells, and then to add the layer of the cooked taco mixture, which she mixes with the rice, which I'm not going to be doing. and then spread a layer of sour cream, then sprinkle a layer of shredded cheese, and you just keep repeating the layers until you have your pan is full. What I'm going to do is I'm going to first layer with put a layer of sour cream at the bottom, then put a layer of rice, then the taco mixture, and then after that I'm going to put the I'm going to put a layer of sour cream, then cheese, then taco shells, and then I'm going to repeat with the rice and all that. Then rice and so on. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Meanwhile, tacos, the beef, and the other stuff are still getting cooked. I'm going to drain my ground beef mixture. I have a colander right here. I'm just going to pour it in here. Then we're going to put it in the pot and add the other ingredients. Some more drippings coming out, and that's okay if there's a little bit left. Doesn't have to completely drain. I'm just going to add it right now to my pot. Good enough. Okay, and now I'm going to open up the cans and add them in here. Adding in 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes, 2 cans of black beans, and I'm going to drain them too. I forgot about that. Actually, I drained one, but you know what? I'm going to leave the juice in because the rice is going to need all the juice that it can possibly get. So I didn't drain this can completely, and I didn't think of that ahead of time. I'm going to turn on the heat again. And she says to use canned corn, but I have frozen corn. I do have canned corn, but I just want to use this up. So this would be the equivalent of 2 cans of corn. Sort of. Not exactly. Almost. It's supposed to be anyways, but that's okay if it's not. I'm gonna mix them up, and then I'm going, actually before I do that, I'm just going to add the spices right away. I'm going to use 2 teaspoons cumin and 2 tablespoons chili powder. What else did I want? Oregano. Yes, I need some oregano. I like to add oregano. Also, not too much, about a half a tablespoon. I know that's not traditional taco seasoning, but this is what we like. So, oh, I forgot the salt. Can't do that. So, I don't measure my salt. Each person likes their salt differently, so I just taste it. Maybe about a tablespoon or so for all this. Mix it really well so that the seasoning would be incorporated everywhere. This is how it looks like. I'm going to taste it. It's really good. I'll add a little bit of salt though. I mean, the salt is good, but it needs a tiny bit more. Just because the rice has no salt in it. And the sour cream. So I'm gonna do that, but it tastes really good. I love this. Alright, then we'll move on to the next step. Now normally I would let this simmer for 5 minutes or so before, if this were tacos. We're not making tacos, we're making taco bake. So I'm just gonna remove it off the heat right now. And then we're going to ladle it into the pan. I'm gonna just use the same spoon I used for the rice. And then layer it. I might end up making doing just one layer because that might be too much for my family. I don't know, we'll see. Now I'm going to add the cheese. Actually, I take back that back. I'm going to add the sour cream. Okay, do this. I'll do a few dollops here and there. And now I'm going to add the cheese. My family does not like the rice to be mixed with their food. I personally don't like that. The only person that does that in the family is my husband. Okay, I put the taco shells on top of the other pan, and it's going to bake for 5 more minutes. And you can serve it by sprinkling maybe some chives or green onions on top, and with a side of some salad or something like that. So right now I'm just going to clean up and get this pan ready to layer the next one for the freezer. And I don't use these plastic tops. I couldn't find ones without plastic tops. I was looking for ones with, you know, that like cardboard aluminum foil cover thingy, and I couldn't find that. But whatever, I'll just cover it with aluminum foil. And of course I got a 2nd-degree burn while I was trying to put the pan in the oven. This is the first time I got it in this place. Right on my knuckle. And that hurts. So I have a question. Do you burn yourself a lot when you're cooking? Or you cut yourself, or you can leave your answers down in the comments below. What normally happens to you when you're cooking? I normally burn myself. Like, that's just normal. I'm constantly burning myself all the time. Okay. And the first taco bake is done. So let's take it out of the oven without burning myself. Can we do that? Let's see. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna have to put the camera down. There it is. Okay, I'm gonna let it rest for 10 minutes and then I'll serve it up. While the other pan is resting, I'm going to work on layering this pan. almost forgot the sour cream. Almost. You saw that. Okay. So I'm just gonna put a layer of the sour cream on the bottom. I'm going to add the rice. If you want to go completely dairy-free, you might be able to find dairy-free sour cream. I have a hard time finding that, so I just eat this, whatever. I use vegan cheese also. I'm not using it on this because I'm not sure my family will like it. I'm the only person that's super sensitive. That's, well, not super sensitive, I should say. That is a lot more sensitive than everyone else with cheese, so, or than my son. He can eat cheese fine. So thank you guys so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button, and also leave comments if you have any questions. And also don't forget to go and check out that bagel, gluten-free bagel video that I have uploaded, and I will be putting the link down for it again in the description box below, and I'll be putting the link to everything that I've used over here and to J. Morel's website and YouTube channel, and I'm so thankful for her. Love that woman. Alright, so, and, oh, yeah, that's all I want to say. Alright, and I'll see you again in the next episode. Bye!